Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me today. This is Yogi Playground. So I recently got a request for peacock pose, and I have no idea if I've ever taught it. You can maybe find it somewhere in my library, but honestly I don't know. And the reason I probably may have never taught it is because I really can't do it very well. Or I guess we'll find out if I can do it at all. And so I thought, in the spirit of trying new things and mixing it up, we're just gonna play around. So my little disclaimer is this class is probably more suitable for someone with some yoga experience, but that said, if you're just looking for a new challenge and to expand your horizons, this might be super fun for you. If it's frustrating though, it's supposed to be fun and a happy class. So yeah, if you start feeling like this sucks, don't do it, pick a different class. So I hope you'll join me though, and it's gonna be super active and just kind of playful and fun. So let's start in down dog. Take a couple breaths in your down dog just to connect. I'm gonna fix my microphone here as it just broke. Pedal out your legs, just stretch out here, nice and long. Lift your right leg up, open your hip and bend your leg, a couple of circles of your ankle in both directions. We're just stretching out here, so whatever feels good. You can even extend your leg long if that feels good. I sometimes like that. Release. Switch sides. Open your hip, bend your leg, circle your ankle in both directions. Release, down dog. Walk your hands to the back of your mat, bend your legs a lot, come into ragdoll. Just let your head dangle, opening up your spine, your back. Maybe bending and straightening one leg at a time, slowly opening your hamstrings. And release your hands down to your mat. Heel toe your feet together. Roll up, nice and slow to a stand. Reach your arms up. Forward fold, come all the way down. This time stretching out your hamstrings in Uttanasana with straighter legs, maybe straight legs. Monkey, extend your spine and walk your hands forward, high plank. Lower down onto your mat. Take low cobra, lift up, and roll down. Move your hands back. Take medium lift cobra, coming up past your ribs, and roll down. Move your hands back, high cobra, all the way up to straight arms. Don't lock out your elbows, and roll down. High plank, move your hands back so that your wrists are under your shoulders, down dog. Lift your right leg up, step through, low lunge. Come up to crescent lunge, take airplane pose. So step forward, lift your leg, extend your spine long, hold here. Take your right hand to your right hip. You're gonna bring that left foot through and grab your toe on the way. Extend your leg forward. Hold here. Bring your left leg to the left. Take a peek to the right. And come back to center. Bring your left foot to your right hip. Now you can hold on to your left foot with your right hand, or if your left foot stays, bring your hands to your heart. We're gonna come into toe balance. So you're just gonna either bend forward to a forward fold or come into a squat. You're eventually gonna end up in a squat either way. Come on down. Okay, so this is a fun, challenging pose that I can barely do, so we're gonna play around. So try it. Try to get your shoulders over your hips. Maybe bring your hands to your heart. Maybe you fall down on your knee or backward. That's okay. Toe balance, a challenging pose. Try again, or keep holding it. And that's about as much as I've got in me, so come back up. Release, mountain pose. Tall mountain, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, monkey, and chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale, down dog, exhale. Switch sides. Lift your left leg up. Step through. Low lunge. That knee right over your ankle. Crescent lunge, rise up. Airplane pose and hold. Extend your spine long. Reach your fingers back. Left hand to left hip. And take hold of your right toe as it comes through with your right peace fingers. Extend your leg long. Hold here. Bring your right foot to the right. Take a peek to the left, challenging your balance. Come on back to center and standing half lotus. Maybe your foot stays. Maybe you support your left foot with your left hand. My foot doesn't stay on this side, so I'm gonna hold on to my left foot as I come forward. And forward fold or come straight to your squat. I have to hop back, so I'm on my mat. Come on down. Just take a few moments here. Just play around. I don't even know if I can do it on this side, so I'm gonna try. Shoulders over hips. I got one hand up. My other side's a little more accessible for me. Try again, or keep holding it if you've got it. Okay, toe balance, there you have it. Come back into a forward fold. I'm gonna grab onto my foot again so it doesn't slip off. Try to make your way all the way back up to standing half lotus though. Mountain pose. Breathe in, rise up, tall mountain. Forward fold. Monkey. And chaturanga. Upward dog. And downward dog. All right. I believe I've taught these in another class, but it's been a long time. We're gonna do a little froggy jump so we can get upside down. You can just practice your froggy jumps and get your heart rate up, or maybe you stick a handstand on the way. It's just for fun, good for your body, and it takes a little courage. So if you feel a little scared, that's totally normal. Walk your feet forward, peek past your hands. I'm gonna show you slow first in case you haven't done these. You're gonna keep your toes and heels together the whole time, and then you're gonna squat back and bring your knees wide. So you're coming into a low squat. Whew. When you come forward, you're gonna hop and bring your feet up off of your mat. The key to eventually getting into a handstand is that you need to bring your shoulders over your wrists first. Okay, so if you're jumping from back here, you're not gonna have much luck. So as you come forward, get your shoulders over your wrists before you take your feet off the floor. Okay, so here we go. This is playtime, so go for it. And just start to hop. See if you can land nice and light. Couple more. my heart rate's up. So down dog, take a couple breaths. I taught those in my kids' yoga class the other day and they loved them. Thought they were so fun. So I hope you thought that was fun and not annoying. All right, so we're gonna take Wild Thing now. Take your right leg. I'm gonna kind of scoot to the right side of my mat. You don't have to if you don't want to. Take your right leg high, open your hip like we did at the beginning of class. But this time you're gonna flip. So place your right foot down on your mat. Keep your left leg long for Wild Thing. Reach back. Okay, I can't do it, but if you want to, you can transition to wheel pose. So for wheel pose, you would continue to rotate around. Okay, I guess I can do it. That was a little bit hard. I know though that I can't get back out of it. So I'm gonna come down. If you can go all the way back up and over, go for it. I'll meet you in down dog. Yogi playground. All right. And let's do the other side. I'm gonna kind of scoot to the left side of my mat. Lift your left leg up, open your hip, bend your leg and flip. For Wild Thing, keep your right leg straight, reach back. For wheel, go ahead and rotate around and place your left hand on the floor and bend the right leg. For wheel, either come down, knee back and down dog, or you can flip back over. Okay, hop to the front of your mat and come into garland pose. Bring your feet to the outside of your hands. Lower your hips down to your mat. Hands to your heart. Okay, from here we're gonna take crow, but I'm gonna offer up crow jump back. If you've never tried it, maybe this is a time that you can try something new. So I'm gonna give you a little instruction here to bring your feet in and your knees in. I'm gonna move back on my mat a little bit. And plant your hands underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees high up onto the backs of your arms and tip forward until your feet come up off of your mat. If you can, begin to straighten your arms. Okay, for crow jump back, you shoot your feet straight back and land with chaturanga arms. Bent arms. Up dog and down dog. You don't want to land with straight arms, it'll jar your shoulders. From down dog, go ahead and jump your way through to seated. So if you want to try your jump through, bring your hands a little bit wider, feet together. Squat back, shoulders over wrists. And bring your feet through. Okay, I'm going to guide you into Ashtavrikrasana. From this seated position, we're gonna open our hips first. We're just gonna take a couple breaths with each transition, and then we'll go right into the arm balance. Bring your left leg in, and bring your right leg up to cradle the baby. I'll face you now, but I'm not mirroring you. Right knee and right elbow, right foot and left elbow. Sit up in just a couple breaths. We're not holding it for very long. It's just preparation. Okay, I'm gonna move from here to compass pose. So bring your right arm underneath your right knee. Maybe you can get your knee on top of your shoulder. Place your hand on the floor. Flip your left hand, take it to the outside of your right foot. Extend your right leg. These are good prep postures for crooked in 8 places pose, Ashtavakrasana. Bring your leg back down. Like I said, we're not holding it for very long. Now take your left foot, cross it over your right ankle, hook your feet, and we're gonna find chaturanga arms. So as you come forward, you bend your arms and you're gonna shoot your legs to the right. Maybe look out toward your toes. Place your hips back on the floor. Maybe you tried it. Maybe you got it. Let's do the other side. Bring your left leg up for cradle the baby. Left foot, right elbow, left knee, left elbow. Release your hands, sit up tall. And a little movement, just a couple breaths. Compass pose. Take your left shoulder underneath your left knee. See if you can get it really high up there. Place your left hand on the floor. Flip your right hand so your thumb faces down and take hold of the outer edge of your left foot. Extend your leg. And release. Cross your right ankle on top of your left ankle. Hook your feet. You're going to find chaturanga arms and you're going to shoot your legs to the left as you come forward and balance. Maybe look out toward your toes. Place your hips back on the floor and release. All right. So let's try peacock pose. Let's just do a quick wrist warm up. So come onto your hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide, just rock back and forth. Face your middle fingers towards one another. Rock side to side. Now take the tops of your hands flat to the floor, middle fingers point to each other. Take a little less weight here. Gentle on this stretch, back and forth. Little weight. Okay, and then take your hands, point your fingers towards your knees. So flip your hands around, back and forth. This is the position we're going to be in for peacock. Peacock is an arm balance. So keep your hands as they are. I'm going to bring mine a little bit closer together so they're inside of my shoulders. You're going to make a shelf with your elbows. Your elbows are going to come in past your ribs and you're going to hinge your weight forward. So it's almost like reverse chaturanga arms. So make a little shelf first. Come forward. And then you can walk your feet back so your legs are straight. And then rock your weight forward. Maybe lift your legs up off the floor. I'm going to try again. Peacock is not my pose, but try it. Something like that. All right, don't use my peacock as the model for peacock. Look it up online. But I hope you tried it. This is Yogi Playground. I tried some new things today. Come into a child's pose. Actually come into embryo pose so you can rest your wrists. Bring your arms alongside your body with your palms face up. Rest your head down. And roll up. If you didn't like handstand, but you do want to get upside down, let's try a headstand. Take your hands and release your fingers and then make a triangle shape. Place your entire forearm down on your mat. And then you're going to cup the back of your head with your hands. So your entire thumb should cup the back of your head. You've got a couple options here. You can tuck up into a ball and press your legs up, or you can come into a down dog shape, and I would not recommend kicking your legs, but extending your legs up. So if that doesn't work for you, see, kicking is just going to throw you over. I would do a ball shape. You can try tripod headstand if you'd rather. Hold your headstand and experiment with taking a straddle. Okay, moving from straddle to splits, bring your right leg forward and your left leg back. I'm not sure what would be forward or back in this position, but we'll do both sides. So you're in a splits position. And then try this. Come back through straddle and switch. So bring your opposite leg forward and backward. Come back to straddle. Bring your legs together. And then come down. So maybe the same way you came up. Maybe you've been down for a while. That's fine too. Come back to embryo pose. Okay, make your way onto your back. Right, I'm not going to do a lot more talking, so I just hope that you enjoyed this class and thought it was kind of fun to play around, and I hope you had a playful attitude, maybe tried something new, maybe accomplished something new. Let's take one hip stretch and then Shavasana. So cross your right ankle, it's reclined pigeon, over your left knee, bring your knee in, hug your thigh or your shin. And place your foot on the floor and twist, so bring your right foot to the left. And switch sides. Bring your left ankle over your right knee. Hug your leg in, either thigh or shin. Release your foot down and twist. And come back. Quick squeeze. Shavasana. I invite you to continue to rest in your Shavasana. Thanks so much for coming to your mat and practicing with me today. Today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. Namaste.